What if I told you that Titanic 2, 2026, isn't about Jack magically surviving on a door, but about something far more emotional, risky, and unexpected? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this idea has shocked fans, confused critics, and secretly excited an entire generation. Titanic 2 is rumored to be a legacy-driven sequel that connects past and present, following a modern-day storyline tied directly to the original tragedy. The story is expected to center on a deep-sea expedition uncovering new secrets from the Titanic wreck, when a shocking discovery links back to Rose's life after Jack and forces buried truths into the open. Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet are rumored to return through framing narratives, memories, and emotional flashbacks that recontextualize their love story rather than rewrite it. This isn't about undoing the ending of Titanic. It's about asking what love leaves behind when it becomes legend. The film is said to explore generational trauma, legacy, and the idea that some love stories never truly sink. Expect sweeping ocean visuals, haunting echoes of the past, and an emotional tone that mirrors the quiet devastation of the original, rather than chasing blockbuster spectacle. From the very first scene, the movie aims to grab your heart by reminding you that Titanic wasn't just a ship. It was a moment frozen in time, still affecting lives more than a century later. What makes the idea of Titanic 2 so fascinating is how carefully it seems to tread on sacred ground. James Cameron reportedly understands that the original Titanic is untouchable for many fans, so instead of trying to top it, this sequel aims to deepen it. Kate Winslet's rumored involvement feels especially important, as her presence would anchor the emotional authenticity of the story. Rose, now seen through memories and reflections, would represent survival, guilt, and the complicated reality of moving on after unimaginable loss. Leonardo DiCaprio's role is expected to be symbolic rather than literal. Jack as a memory, a voice, a moment that shaped a lifetime. Visually, the film is said to balance modern deep-sea exploration with poetic callbacks to 1912, using sound design, music, and visual parallels to create emotional continuity. Personally, I think this approach is the only way Titanic 2 could ever work. Trying to recreate the romance or tragedy directly would feel forced, but using legacy and memory allows the story to breathe. If done with restraint and respect, this could feel less like a sequel and more like an epilogue written decades later, for an audience that's grown up since the original film. That said, there are definitely ways Titanic 2 could improve, and fans have already formed intense theories, some hopeful, some skeptical. One major concern is tone. Fans don't want this to feel like a cash grab or a nostalgic rehash filled with cheap references. The improvement most people are hoping for is subtlety. Fewer callbacks, more emotional truth. A popular fan theory suggests the film could reveal something Rose never told anyone. Perhaps a choice she made after the sinking that changes how we see her strength and survival. Others speculate that the modern storyline could involve a descendant of a Titanic passenger discovering parallels between their life and Jack and Rose's love story, reinforcing the idea that history echoes through generations. Some fans even theorize that Titanic 2 could explore survivors' guilt in a raw, unromanticized way, showing that surviving tragedy isn't a victory, it's a burden. The biggest improvement this sequel could make is trusting silence. Titanic was powerful not just because of dialogue, but because of moments where emotion spoke louder than words. If Titanic 2 remembers that, it could surprise everyone. Now, let's talk about what insiders are saying and when Titanic 2 might actually release. While there has been no official confirmation from James Cameron, industry insiders suggest that discussions around a Titanic-related follow-up have existed for years, especially with advancements in underwater filming technology.